Digital marketing looks nothing like it did 3 years ago, and a lot of beginner advice hasn't caught up. So today, we'll take a look at what still rings true, what's changed, and I'll give you a 90-day framework for you so you can start digital marketing as a beginner in 2026. Even with all the new innovations, there is a simple triangle model that hasn't changed: attention, conversion, and retention. Attention is how people find you. Conversion is what happens when they do, and retention is how you keep them coming back for more. Many beginners get stuck in the attention corner. I get it. It can seem like digital marketing is about posting more, going viral, and getting traffic, but that's actually not helpful anymore. Traffic and social media reach are down. Ads prices are skyrocketing. So retention and conversion are the corners that will really make a difference to your bottom line. If you're starting out, I would recommend focusing your energy there rather than producing more internet noise. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what are you actually selling? Is it a product, a service, or your personal brand? I'm going to share with you a digital marketing framework that is based on the triangle model I just talked about. But the answer will actually change your entire approach. Trying to hit every corner of your niche will not only cause burnout, but will get you lost in the sea of content that is fighting for everyone's attention. So as you start your journey, I want you to keep asking yourself this question: does this make sense for my business? You're going to pick one digital marketing path and commit to it for 90 days. This is going to be where you start, and it's going to help you gather a lot of juicy data. The 90-day framework can be used with any of the digital marketing pathways I'm going to cover, and you can check the description box down below for a free download that outlines exactly what you're going to do. Here are the 4 paths for you to choose from. Path 1: SEO plus content. Best for local businesses, blogs, or text-based projects. Anything where you can answer a question easily with your website. I mean, think about it. If you own a restaurant, you can usually answer a question like best contemporary cuisine in my area. Start here if the answer to a customer's ChatGPT question could be your business. Path 2: paid ads. Best if you already have an online presence and you want to grow, or you have a specific product to sell. Paid ads amplify what's already working, so they need a proven audience in order to do well. Now, if you're starting from scratch, don't waste your money here. There are better pathways to learning about a brand new audience. Path 3: short form video. Now, this one is best for personal brands, creators, or design-based businesses. Pretty much anything where the product is visual. If you're working in a visual medium, you need to make sure your audience sees as much of the process as possible, because it won't translate to conversions otherwise. Path 4: email plus landing page funnel. Now, this is best for service-based businesses and online courses. Pretty much any business where conversion is based on recognition or trust. You drive traffic to one page with a well-defined order, capture an email, and start building the relationship from there. It's definitely lower volume, but higher for conversion and gives you way more information to work with. For help with building and managing your email marketing campaigns, make sure to check out the link down below for hosting your reach. It handles everything from helping you build email campaigns, setting up automations, and analytics. It's built to help you focus on the essentials as you get started. You can have your first campaign set up the same day you start. Okay, using email marketing as our guide, here's how you'd structure those first 90 days. First 2 weeks, start by building your foundation. Get your one-page website live. Remember, it doesn't need to be perfect, it just has to exist. Then prep for conversion and retention by writing a 3-email welcome sequence with an irresistible offer. Now, if you're stuck, check out this video right here for some really helpful tips. Finally, make sure you distribute that one-pager as much as you can for attention. Remember, each step will look slightly different depending on the path that you go for. For SEO and content, you'll want to prep 3 blog posts targeting common questions about your business. If you're going for paid ads, set up 1 ad pointing to a specific offer. And for short form video, get that first video up with a link in bio on your profile. If you want to get the structure for any of these paths, check out the link in the description box for the full framework download. From week 3 to week 6, build the habit. Next, you just have to do these tactics over the next few weeks. Send 1 email per week to your subscribers, even if it's just your mom. Start posting on Reddit and social media and throw in a link in your social bios. At the end, you just want to drive as much attention to that landing page. From week 7 to week 12, gather your data. Measure what connects to conversion, aka what makes you money. Forget about your subscriber count or traffic. Look at your open rate, your click-through rate, and most importantly, the emails that led to someone taking action. Whether that's booking a call or buying something from your online store, double down on the content that drove positive results and forget about the rest. By the end of this sequence, you'll have actual data on what kind of content drives your audience past that initial attention stage. And the best part is, you can keep repeating this cycle for as long as you need. Take the data you gathered and use it to edit your landing page and your welcome email. Then get back into your email habit flow. And at the end of the 90 days, revisit your data once again. Now, you may be thinking, well, this is too simple to be true. And I'm afraid you're right. There are a lot of things in marketing that have changed in 2026, and they have a big impact on those who are just starting out. So let's unpack these. Now, to no one's surprise, AI is in everything, from content creation to online search, so you need to start thinking about strategies that keep AI in mind. Digital marketing and AI search. Across different industries, websites are experiencing about 50% less traffic as more people rely on AI for their answers, or just Reddit. This means 2 things for you. First, engaging in subreddits is a great way to start getting your name into the conversation. Second, you're not going to see measurable results. AI is very hard to track. That said, what I can tell you is AI is prioritizing businesses that already have a strong web presence. And if yesterday was the best time to start, then the second best time is right now, especially if you're a local business. In fact, this ties perfectly into my next point. Digital marketing is building community. Something that I find really interesting is the popularity of online communities. This is probably also coming as a reaction to AI. With so much content being created using AI tools, people are craving real interactions, and that's being rewarded by Google's reliance on EEAT. Now, EEAT, which stands for experience, expertise, authority, and trustworthiness, rewards content that shows real human experience and connection. What better way to do that than create and engage in online communities like Reddit, where you're actually talking to your customers? Plus, you have market research built in, as these conversations can help you learn what your audience is most interested in. Substack is a great example of this, allowing writers and journalists to have a blog-style platform with micro-communities tied to the creator. It allows you to easily focus on retaining your audience by keeping them engaged, not just hitting them up when you want them to buy something. Email marketing is not dead. On a positive note, one thing that's become even more important is email marketing. It still has the best return on investment you can get when it comes to digital marketing, and is crucial for your conversions and retention. Now, while algorithms might decide who sees your content, email goes directly to someone who has asked to hear from you. This is especially relevant in the zero-click era, with rising advertising costs and low social reach. An email list is first-party data you own, and that's why building an email list early is one of the best high-leverage moves you can make when you're starting out with digital marketing. The key is to stop thinking of it as your attention getter and think of it instead as part of your conversion or retention strategy. It's another layer of building trust with your audience and keeping them consistently engaged with your business, even when they don't need you. Now, if you want to go even deeper, watch our guide to email marketing for beginners right here. I've also dropped the 90-day plan for each of the 4 content paths in the description box, so make sure you check them out. And if you're ready to get started on your digital marketing journey, use the link and coupon code down below for 10% off Hosting Your Reach, our email marketing platform. That's it for me, and I'll see you soon.